This is KGW News at noon.
This noon, the Vancouver Public School District is responding after there was an employee who stood accused of secretly recording students in the girls' locker room. Hello, everyone. I'm Brenda Braxton. I want you to take a look at this map. Investigators say the alleged crime happened here at Alki Middle School. Staffers called the Clark County Sheriff's Office yesterday to report the incident. When deputies arrived, they say the employee had already left campus and wouldn't talk to them. Authorities are in the process of serving a search warrant at the employee's home. That person is on leave from the school but hasn't been arrested. The district released a statement saying, quote, "It takes these troubling allegations very seriously, and we are working closely with the Clark County Sheriff's Office." The district has also notified families at the school. We do have a KGW reporter working the story today. You can look for updates on air and online at kgw.com. Here in Portland, we're expecting new information about a wild scene after a Multnomah County deputy shot a man in the Lloyd district. Yellow crime tape shut down multiple streets yesterday and caused traffic delays near Northeast Grand Avenue and Holiday. Catherine Cook talked to witnesses who watched it all go down.
Bang, bang, bang. That quick.
Lyman Ackerman was cooking lunch when he heard gunshots near Northeast Grand and Holiday. He looked out his apartment window.
Like I said, he fired 3 shots. He was right here. And he fired them this way. And then he ran up into that garage there. I don't know if he ditched a weapon.
It happened around 1:30 Wednesday, part of a massive crime scene sprawled across the Lloyd district. Investigators wouldn't comment on the person Ackerman saw, but they say at some point, a Multnomah County Sheriff's deputy shot someone with a gun.
We have one person that is in the hospital from gunshot wound. That person is receiving treatment at this time.
Multnomah County Sheriff Sergeant Steve Dangler says they're investigating 3 separate scenes, all of them connected. 2 of those scenes involved crashes. This one on Northeast Grand and Weidler, and this one on Grand near Holiday. Police tell us this crashed Subaru had also been stolen.
Pray to God. I guess that's all we can do, right, William?
Ackerman also called police.
It's sad.
And it's nothing new.
It's everywhere.
Catherine Cook, KGW News.
Investigators tell us the person shot is in the hospital, although they haven't released a name, and so far no word on any arrests. Again, PPB said it plans to update us on the investigation today. As soon as that happens, we will certainly let you know. Today, we're hearing from friends and colleagues of a well-known chef killed while riding her bike in Southeast Portland. A semi-truck hit Sarah Pliner on Powell Boulevard near Cleveland High. For years, she co-owned Aviary Restaurant on Northeast Alberta. Lately, she'd been hosting dinners and wine pairings. A former co-worker called Pliner a beacon of creativity and commitment.
Her style was eclectic, modern, lots of Asian influence. It was Sarah's cuisine. She was very specific in her food style that really belonged to her, that very few chefs could have reproduced.
Safety advocates are now calling for changes along that stretch of Powell Boulevard, including a separate crossing for bikes and pedestrians and new warning signs. ODOT has already installed rapid flash beacons and better signage. Now it says it's waiting to learn the cause of the crash before making additional changes. Now the Portland Thorns fans, they are reacting to a major shakeup in team leadership. As we told you yesterday at noon, 2 top executives got fired, caught up in a scandal that's rocking the National Women's Soccer League. Alma McCarty has more on how local fans are feeling.
Inside the Sports Bra in Northeast Portland, guests share a drink, a meal, and on Wednesday night, the space to discuss difficult, even painful topics.
It's an honor and a privilege to create a space that we're able to kind of highlight what's happening.
The group Soccer City Accountability Now teamed up with bar owner Jenny Wynn to host a screening of the ESPN documentary Truth Be Told, an investigation into the National Women's Soccer League and the abuse of its players.
We didn't know that on Monday that report was going to be released, and so after that happened, it felt a lot more like, oh, we're definitely doing this, and we're definitely going to go all in on it. And we want people to see it and know it, and we want to apply as much pressure as we can.
The independent report published Monday revealed long-standing and widespread emotional abuse and sexual misconduct throughout the NWSL, including within the Thorns organization. Last fall, 2 former Thorns players came forward with allegations of harassment and sexual coercion against former coach Paul Riley.
The last 12 months, we've all believed these things were occurring, but to see it finally put to print, it was both jarring but also kind of a relief because it was the evidence that we've been looking for.
The Thorns are also accused of hindering this independent investigation, interfering with access to witnesses, and attempting to impede the use of documents, including a 2015 investigation into Riley. It also highlighted inappropriate comments by owner Merritt Paulson and now former execs Gavin Wilkinson and Mike Golub. The team fired Wilkinson and Golub Wednesday, one day after Paulson announced he would step back from all Thorns-related decision-making.
The owner, Merritt Paulson, had every opportunity over the last 6-7 years to do what was right, to make the correct ethical decision. We shouldn't have had to wait this long for the 2 executives to be released from the company.
Thorns fans say the battle for a better team and a better league doesn't end here.
U.S. Soccer has a lot to answer for. They're supposedly in charge of all of this. They're the ones that are supposed to be protecting these players and keeping them safe.
And as they push for more action and accountability, they're backing the players who make up the team they love.
It is too little too late on a lot of levels, but I'm not going to stop supporting the team itself, those players on the pitch. That's what's really important to me.
In Northeast Portland, Alma McCarty, KGW News.
A local author has released a new book about Portland's past. It's not really a deep dive into the city itself, but it does take a look at restaurants that used to be part of the city's food scene. It's called Lost Restaurants of Portland, Oregon. Author Teresa Griffin Kennedy looked at the history of 20 well-known places that have closed. One dates back to the early 1900s. There's Old Wives' Tales, which used to be on East Burnside, a dive bar called Club 21, and the Hollywood Burger Bar. The book also includes recipes and shares what people said on social media about these popular spots.
And so that's what I think really is contributing to the appeal of the book is people. There's a lot of Portlanders that shared memories, and it's just the nostalgia and, you know, missing those days in childhood when you were with your family in a restaurant having fun.
You can find the Lost Restaurants of Portland, Oregon at Barnes & Noble, and Griffin Kennedy says she does plan to write a second volume of that book.